Mouse. It's buffering, eh? Yeah. Like yours is not on. This one can't. With 3 gadgets, it will keep buffering. Mine. It's on. It is saying saved no internet access.
Oh, I have turned off.
How do you switch on this microphone again? I did. My wish is that the next race we play it later, tomorrow. My body is giving up. Too much fatigue. My body is giving up. I want to sleep now. I cannot commentate the next one. So I can call them, the players.
The lights are not good.
You can't flow with this. These guys are fun. On the stream, the light is like perfect. But for people who are used to excess light, on the stream the light is perfect, like perfect. See these shadows.
Shadows on the Back like this.
You have already played. No, we're just discussing what are we going to do. Please, I'm going to they should say exclusive defense. It doesn't go. A very good evening, dear viewers. For the last time, this was quite unexpected, quite unforeseen. Nobody foresaw that we could lose light for the bigger part of 1 hour, maybe more than 1 hour, when Rashid Wagaba led by 15 frames to 13 against Ishmael, when Rashid was on the verge of playing after Ishmael missing a ball. We lost power. The option was to wait. The decision by the management of Jamlock Sports Bar, where we are best, decided to give it a try. They had to involve the Kenya Power Authority, who were invited right from the heart of Nairobi. And imagine it's the night with all the traffic jam. They had to come and refix the entire power system. It was just a faulty system. There's no blackout in the area. It was just a faulty system at the venue. And after hard work of the engineers, I really have to give it credit to the venue. They've invested time in ensuring that power resumes as good as it is. Now we're good to go. And when the lights were in, when their players were called for timing, I was saying that when the players were called for timing, they will be bad already on the table. Dog City was very quick to bank it into the center pocket. When it got in, he was just good enough to go for victory of the frame. Therefore, he increased the lead now to 16 frames to 13. However, in the following frame, he scratched right on the break. That's why it is Ishmael playing right now. Please advise about how good the internet is from wherever you are watching. This place can mean to be so tricky. With internet, we can only use the network of the available service providers, and the most fond one here in Kenya is Safaricom. There's also Airtel, which is all over the East African region. But everybody will tell you that Safaricom is the best internet provider. When it comes lacking, as a streamer, you may not do much. 13 frames to 16. The Ugandan Rashid Wagaba Dog City is in the lead. Welcome back to the big money match. After this, we're having Ibrahim Sejemba versus Ishmael. Again, racing to 21, again for 2,000 US dollars. Now that was a little bit of magic. If Dog City is to win this frame, the shot he has played last will be a reason for him to look back with pride rather than agony. Playing one red into another, then red off yellow into red into the center pocket on the right and ball in. It looks a very complicated frame. That is the reds if he's to go with a single visit of the table for him to try and take the win of the frame. Also, please advise if you are hearing very loud music in the background such that we can try and find a solution. Sometimes streaming may not be worth it if music is not controlled, because you can stream today, then the following day you find the page closed. In the meantime, 16 frames to 13. Still Rashid Wagaba leading. Now he's starting to see light at the end of the tunnel. Maybe he could be getting himself 2,000 US dollars richer. Maybe he could be beating Ishmael for the fourth time in a row. Maybe he could maintain his status as perhaps the Ugandan with the best record in money matches against South African players, but not all. It is Ish and Pillar whom he has always given a very bloody nose. And when I said that, many of you were asking where I get that kind of information, that how many money matches has he played against these guys. He has never played a money match against Aiden. He has played against Jerry once in Kampala, a race to 16 which I streamed at Dice Lounge. Jerry won by 16 frames to 12 against Dog City. But against Ishmael, the two have played 3 money matches, all of them won by Dog City. Against Pila Mazambani, the two have played money matches 4 times and all of them won by Dog City. This one could be the biggest of them all, because a rematch for action that happened yesterday, and there is 2,000 US dollars at stake. Actually, during the power outage, the players did agree that I need to have hold of the money. The issue was that part of the stake for one of the players, the 500 US dollars was in Kenyan shillings, and the 500 US dollars was in US money. So I have 1,500, then the 500 is in the hands of another, but it is safe. The power is not safe again. The crowd are frustrated again. Didn't even see when Dog City was missing the ball. Maybe Ishmael will make a decision to play with or without enough light, but now we are resuming full lighting. I'm going to mute for just a second and then try to talk to the DJ because the music sounds so loud. It's so loud. It's so loud.
Yes, he's getting louder. When the power goes off, he turns up. He doesn't understand that he has still the volume. It's risky. Just talk to him a little bit that he's loud. The way he was doing it, because they have to understand. But it is more favorable for you to speak to him than to listen to him. Because I'm not, he's there. Innocent is the guy who... No, he's the guy on the ground. Innocent! You know. Let me listen. That's a little.
down. Yeah, it's safe. I didn't even switch on. I didn't even mute. I thought I was muting. I left it all on. The continuous going on.
It's very okay. Okay, there it's very okay. Like perfectly okay.
Continuous going on and off power is disturbing the players bigly, most especially when you're Ishmael, when you are trailing, when you are supposed to be playing a ball you believe you'll be potting, and then just power just goes off. It can really be mind-boggling. Remember, this sport is played 50% in the mind and 50% by the body. Dog City aiming for the diagonal pot of the red to the corner pocket top left with top spin. He's having the more confident play. He may have to now. Of course, the pot of the red is casual. He has to play the cue ball into the black or the yellow close to the black. Better still play it towards the corner pocket where there is the yellow and put the yellow, but maintaining cue ball in that case will be tricky. Want to play it into the yellow close to the black, could put the cue ball instead. Very unfortunate after playing so well. Not so fortunate. Ishmael survives to live another day, to die hard another day, to stand a chance of pulling a frame back, to stand a chance of fighting for his 2,000 US dollars. Again, power. It seems he will want to play now with however little light he has. So within his rights, I just don't advise it. He will be playing safety just to deny Dog City sight of the black, and it is pretty much a full snooker. Dog City will want to find the black off the cushion with power. Hope that if the cue ball is played into the black with power, the black can get to some pocket in some kind of way. It will require luck more than skill. What he needs is to find the black and then hope and hope for luck. But he seems not to go for hope. He wants to put black to the side pocket given his body language. He's playing off the left cushion into the black with power into the black. Of course, it was always going to be very ambitious even to think of potting. Advantage Ishmael. Ishmael intended to snooker again, but has not. Dog City has full sight of the black. His intention is to play it off cushion towards that corner pocket top right where there is the yellow. If he can play the black off the bottom cushion into the right side, maybe off cushion and off yellow, it could go in some kind of way, but that requires a lot of accuracy and a lot of perfection. He's one of those players who sometimes provide those kind of highlights, but this could be asking for a little too much, even if you're asking it from Dog City. Because for that kind of off cushion, off yellow, he almost produced something very magical, but not almost enough. Surely, Ishmael is not letting Dog City back onto the table, at least in his current visit. Surely this time round, surely Ishmael. Careful enough this time. The distance between white and the yellow is about to play, and given the angle between the two balls, creates natural movement of the cue ball to try put both yellows to the same side pocket on the left. Again to pot, this time around with a little backspin. Draw the white ball just a little backwards. The rest is a formality. Ishmael Mteto 14 and Rashid Wagaba 16. Now there has been a change of breaking skill from Ishmael. He's deciding to break soft. Sometimes we call it break negative, not wanting to split the balls open. Maybe he's realizing in terms of the attacking sense of the game, his opponent is more accustomed. He wants to delay the match. He wants to play the tactical frame. He wants to go technical. He doesn't want to play it open. It is part of the game. It is part of being a complete player. Whether or not what he's doing will have paid off, we shall have to wait and see by the end of the ongoing frame. Now, as for Dog City, he seems not to have the time to wait and be patient. He's wanting to play to put red to the corner pocket bottom right with backspin, play the cue ball into the yellows, splits the frame open and go for it. Just like that, he doesn't get the shot on target. At the end of the day, it is looking like Ishmael made the right decision, getting Dog City exactly where he wants him. Now you can see how the yellows are split and the yellows are Ishmael's. All of the reds for Dog City are just clamped up against each other. And the seniority of Ishmael and the experience he has over Dog City is overcoming the expertise of Dog City, who wants to play again red into red triangle. Play his reds into space, which he does, but only just. If Ish wins this frame, you just get a feeling for the remaining frames he will be breaking in the match. He will not split the balls open. He will want the game to be as close can be. Playing that kind of technical game where he can have his balls in as much space as possible, use his balls to occupy as many pockets as possible, such that when he comes to go for the frame, he has the highest possible amount of ease. Dog City responding by playing at least legal, playing off cushion, both white and red reaching other cushions after the initial contact between the two balls. And Dog City will, every time he plays, wants to leave at least one of Ishmael's yellows dead. Because there is a yellow and another, that is two yellows close to two reds. And we'll be counting on those two. And clearly, will not be playing those two. As for Dog City, his mastery is in the open game. This is pretty much now playing in Ishmael's territory. And should somehow Ishmael not win this frame, it will be very devastating on the mental side of his game. Especially when you change tactics, but still not win a frame. All of South Africa's top players are not known for this kind of play. Everybody in South Africa just goes for the game. majority in Uganda do.
It's now stable.
30 frames played. After this one, we shall have 10 more frames at maximum to play, including this one. It is 11, of which Dog City needs to win 5, with Ish needing to win 7 for the victory. And this one must be the first of 7, surely, that he needs. He could put the cue ball. He's getting very unfortunate. Sometimes you need to play well, but well may not be good enough if you are lacking a little stroke of fortune. Ishmael will be asking himself, what really haven't I done to qualify to win this frame? As for Dog City, he will want to take what I will be calling easy pickings. It is 5 reds on the table. He's pretty much now the luckier player. Has now been getting the breaks in his favor. He also has a little opportunities in his favor, like cue ball being potted very unexpectedly by the opponent at such a critical time of the match. With just 10 more frames to play, you will not want to be in a position where you are 3 frames down. And yet for Ishmael, it is starting to look like that is exactly what he's about to face. Dog City being the Dog City who normally goes for the offense, even a frame like this one, he wants to go for it. Yet there is safer option. For instance, just play one of the reds close to black and play snooker. Be a little bit patient. This guy is not called Patience, he's called Dog City. The red that is closest to the pocket bottom is the one he'll be playing first. The natural movement of the cue ball is perhaps into the black. Has to be very careful. If you play it into the black, it could go anywhere. I'm speaking about the black, including in the pocket, which will result into a frame lost. And Dog City still in with a very big chance, wanting to perfect a clearance that should take him 3 frames above his opponent. Potting red to the corner pocket top left, cue ball bouncing off the left cushion, and has very good cueing skills. Ishmael knows it, even at his seat, that this frame is gone away from him. A little backspin gives Dog City pretty much good whites to put black to the side pocket on the left. From this kind of range, he's never ever going to miss, despite the closeness between white and cushion. It won't matter. The Dog in the City stretches further away. Ever since the power outage, 3 frames have been played. Rashid Wagaba winning 2, Ishmael 1. Most importantly, in terms of scoreline, it is Ishmael 14, Dog City 17, race to 21 for US dollars 2K.
Is this my water?
You can see the difference between the bravery of the 2 players. Ishmael to opt to break slow, simply avoid breaking with the foul. Dog City has the bravery of hitting the balls on the break as hard as possible, with the confidence that if I make 1 ball, I'm more than capable of winning by break and finish. And this one, like I said before, is very mind-boggling for Ishmael. When you change tactics and still lose the frame, it can disturb your mental fortitude. Dog City is leading not in terms of physical play on the table, he's also leading in terms of the mind game. He's also leading a little in terms of luck. He's turning himself into a big favorite for the victory. Wanting to win frame number 32 by break and finish. Live on break and finish with yet another apple, which if perfected, I think will be a fifth for him, unless I'm getting my count wrong. Kisto Sisenda, you'll be helping me with statistics tomorrow morning like you usually do, and yet you will not be helping us with the statistics of how many times power has gone off during play. It will very easily be a fourth time. 17 frames to 14, Dog City leading, going for an 18th. And this one will surely be the easiest one frame of them all, speaking with big assumption that he's winning it. A direct statement to Ishmael that break brave, break like a man. I can defeat you in the offensive game. I can also defeat you in the tactical frame. He's now wanting to put the last trade on the table to the corner pocket top right. Something I can always say with or without light, that the cue ball will naturally be bounced off the top cushion to move into space where he will have pretty much obvious white for the black to the corresponding corner pocket at the bottom right end of the table. He will play. He has to avoid contact between white and any of Ishmael's yellows, and does exactly so, and the rest is a formality.
You are welcome from LD. From LD. I'm waiting for
Guys, stop attacking the Nairobi city. In terms of power, it's nothing to do with Nairobi. It's just the venue. It is all lighting outside the venue. It is just a technical issue at the venue itself. That's why they had to implore the Kenya Power Authority officials to come and fix it, and they are still around. That's why every time power goes off, you see it returning in the next few seconds, because there are people working on it, and that is very good from the organizers, who are Ishmael's management team of the day. They are playing it very fair and very square. I just wait to see what Ishmael will be doing after Dog City, because Ibra is waiting. Going for Apple himself, realizing that the negative breaker, as I call it, is absolutely useless in a long race. You have to keep shooting, keep potting, and he misses. But gives very thin whites to his opponent. He cannot do much with it, with this. Maybe the yellow, which is on the right of them all, the shot is about to play, will surely be defensive. Even Dog City, being one of the most adventurous players in terms of offense on the entire African continent, cannot go for a frame like this one. Surely, yellow into yellow, not defensive whatsoever. It will go down as a poor shot. Maybe he intended to have yellow occupy the corner pocket where Ish will play black with ease, and Ishmael will want to remove the black with the cue ball. Does so could put it. Oh no! You cannot be this unfortunate in such a long race. Very unlucky. Even when he gets the opportunities to win a frame, the opportunity turns into slumber. For Dog City, he will be flipping the scoreboard very proudly, having won a frame after doing pretty much nothing. Ishmael 14, Dog City 19, race to 21. For Ishmael, it is 7 to go out of the remaining 8 for Dog City, just 2. He gets to make a ball again on the break. He knows that highly likely he could miss smiling. Back to his accommodation with yet another 2,000 US dollars in what will be an already successful advent in the Kenyan tour. And there is a lineup of Kenyans coming up starting on Sunday at Mchana Pub and Grill. Most of the matches for 1,000 US dollars pot, 1 each for Dog City and Ibra, as Yahaya is also contemplating getting some opposition. I understand Patrick Mwangi, VP, is in the mix. And then Chairman Jenem, our very good boss of Mchana, wants a match, I think, between... a match between John Chalo and Henry Mwangi, and then the winner will take on Dog City in a money match. So he's making his boys qualify to have an international match. I love that. Sport is about competition. So all that is action. As for the Ugandans, besides Yahaya, the other 2, that is Ibra and Dog City, this I have to tell you, are in for a hunt. But the power. Yeah. If this one was like this. This kind of thing. And if it's the only one we're during The undoing of this match has been power so far. You just look at Dog City's body language. It is the language of someone looking forward to victory. You look at Ishmael's sitting position. It is one that is looking back at so many moments in this match where he has just not been good enough sometimes. He got a little clumsy. He has missed about 4 blacks. Very unexpected, and has been losing those frames. He has spotted a black ball prematurely. He has scratched about 3 times in the match and has lost. It is the kind of match you can lose, and if given chance, you will want to rematch again, most especially if you are die-hard anyway. How can Dog City do here? He scratches as well. Everybody celebrated the pot of the red, but wasn't calculative of the movement of the cue ball. And hopefully Ishmael can get to pull 1 frame back. He's down, but he's not yet out. Remember, he is the African die-hard. As long as he has a chance to play, he believes in himself. He has a very, very big caliber in African pool. Has been one of the best players, most especially in South Africa, for the last 15 years. And still going strong. Nowadays, he's not as active as before. But if he can get active for about 3 months, he can be anybody's problem. It was in 2024 that he was active, and we saw it when he took 2 lives into the semi-finals of the Billiards Cafe Classic in Zambia, losing both lives to the eventual winner, Aiden Joseph, 9-7 and 9-6 respectively. I was streaming that event in Zambia. Now Kenya is his 3rd home after South Africa and Zimbabwe. Perhaps even in Zambia, he feels so much at home. When he goes to Zambia, he can stay for about a month or so very comfortably. In Kenya, he has been almost for a full year. He says, I only returned to South Africa to say hi to my family and then come back to Kenya, which is my 2nd home. Now in his 2nd home, he wants to win a 2nd frame ever since the first time that power was out. Wants to put yellow to the corner pocket, cue ball bouncing off a cushion a little. And he's taking a very deep breath. He knows that sometimes he has been getting opportunities like this and has not been utilizing in a match that has not really been himself, but gets to pull 1 back and wins a 15th out of 34. Dog City 19, Ishmael 15, race to 21. You are watching a well-watched money match here at Jamlock, the outskirts of Nairobi. South Africa's Ishmael Mteto is being given a bloody nose by Uganda's Rashid Wagaba in a rematch, which is the 4th time that the two are facing off. And unfortunately for Ishmael, something like that I don't say proudly, because these matches are watched so much in South Africa. Yes, Dog City has beaten Ishmael 3 times. If Dog City wins this match, it will be a 4th time in succession, but an 8th overall against South African players. Just that only 2 of them they are in number. He called pot red off yellow, me thinking out. Does exactly so. Not just support the ball, but also open up the pockets, try and win yet another. Try to get to the magic number 20. Try to need one. Try to instill hope out of Ishmael, even of daring to make a comeback. He really want to put red with backspin, which moves the cue ball towards around the middle of the table, and has rightly pulled it as bottomwards as possible for him to put the would-be bad of the three reds on the table, and can put it to that same corner pocket where there's the black. Is the shot is going to play, no doubt. That's too much bravery, too much perfection. With backspin, maybe bounce the cue ball off two cushions. 1, 2. Looks like a scratch. Yes, a scratch it is. Maybe luck is starting to evade him, because this time it is him. Dog City playing well, but not lucky. Ishmael again survives. It's not yet done. With this fish shot, he'll be potting a red, leaving Dog City to contemplate only playing one red on the table. Whether or not he'll be getting another chance to play is something different altogether. A match that will need all of the fight that no doubt Ishmael can. This time around he's choosing to fight by playing snooker. Daring Dog City to foul only once, just once, and then Ishmael makes another clearance and then comes within 3 frames of Dog City, with Dog City needing to win 2 out of the remaining 6, perhaps 7 frames. Highly likely he will be playing mass shots. Now choosing instead to play off the top cushion with left spin on the cue ball, misses the red and misses it entirely, plays the cue ball into Ishmael's yellow. And Ishmael lifts the cue ball for one final time before making a clearance that is surely now giving him a 16th frame. Yesterday, by this time, it was Ishmael leading with such a margin. It was Dog City coming back, and he came back very successfully, not only equalizing but also leading and winning. Maybe it could be Ishmael's time, you never know. This sport sometimes is full of karma, and it always comes around you. Ish is winning a 16th here. He's coming close to Dog City. He's instilling hope in himself in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Kenya, where he's best. He's winning yet another. He still have the confidence to play the harder shot of the two. He knows he has the skill. For a first time in a long while, he's getting a round of applause from the fans, and he's potting black for the 3rd time ever since the outage of power. Dog City 19, Ishmael 16, race to 21. Break 36. Dog City scratches again, and how Ishmael jumped out of the seat. The die-hard instincts coming into play. The South African believing that he can get himself back into business. He's one of Africa's most renowned money match players, and he wants to demonstrate it right here against the guy that gives him the bloodiest nose of all opponents, including those that Dog City sometimes doesn't dare to play. Ishmael beats them, but somehow doesn't ever get to beat the Ugandan, that is Dog City. Ishmael has gotten victories against other Ugandans, most renownedly Joseph Kasozi at the venue that was Billiards Cafe in Lusaka. But as for Dog City, it has just not been happening. and yet another Ugandan is waiting for him. I just hope that we get to finish this match and then the power disturbances don't affect our second match of the night, which is not just about power, it's also about the timing. Local time is 21 minutes to 10 p.m. You get a feeling this match could end way past 10, maybe 20 minutes past 10 or something. If Ishmael needs a 15-minute break, I don't think starting a long rest to 21 towards 11 p.m. will be the greatest idea. It is about money, and the players and their management teams make the calls. The media man streams as the teams call Ishmael again. Unfortunate. Maybe this time he has just not been good enough. His intention was to play the cue ball into that yellow. He will have sight of those two reds almost clamped up against each other. Now he finds himself snookered almost totally. And when you look at the position of the yellows of Dog City and the black, you cannot help but sympathize with Ish. Luck is part of the entire game. He must make this shot count. Come out of the angle, try to pot, or occupy a pocket with his ball. Play a safety shot, something like that. He can pot off the cushion, ready into red. Off the cushion, not ready into red. He plays ineffectively, to say the least. Hits the cue ball all over the ground, knowing that maybe the Ugandan could get to the 20 number. At 19, Ishmael has a decent fighting chance. At 20, it is not decent enough. Dog City could foul again. That was so close. Of course, he's a very ambitious player in his play. Sometimes over ambitiousness is a little risky. But offensive players don't fear taking risks, and this guy is one of them. He's not so happy with himself. Black has been played so close to another red. There are three yellows left on the table. You get a feeling he'll be potting them with ease, but then the black. Now he may want to pot yellow to the corner pocket bottom left. He may want to bounce the cue ball off the top cushion and play it either into the black or the reds close to the black to create space for the black as he's going for yet another offensive approach. Look at the movement of the cue ball. It missed the red. It's not what he wanted. He will want it big. With assumption he will be putting the two yellows at the top end of the table. Where to put black in a direct shot could quite realistically be the corner pocket bottom left. So he'll want the cue ball at the right side of the table, near the center pocket on the right. With the full sight of the black, he could put it to the corner pocket bottom left. It is the intention, both as common sense will say, but also as Dog City's body language is saying anyway. Has played it well enough to a position where he can put with relative ease, to ignite more confidence in him, to win a 20th and get close to 2,000 more US dollars in his advent of Nairobi. Rashid Wagaba versus the black for frame 20. Perfect. The Kenyan fans, for whatever reason, are siding with the Ugandan against the South African who is resident in Kenya. 36 frames played, 5 to go. Ishmael must win them all or else succumb to the fourth defeat against Dog City, but second in today's. 20 for Dog City and 16 for Ishmael. There we go. thank you for watching. Our Facebookers, see it well. Macmillan Mara, Yusaki ball control is part of the game, so you are faulting Ishmael for all of his flaws, okay? And Apalala, Simbamanda, you said Dog City is winning again. Mohozi Daniel, you are witnessing yet another marriage. Yes, this is some kind of marriage. So many times that the two have faced off against each other. That is Dog City. Whatever issues he has with both Ishmael and Pila Mazambani, those are the South Africans that he really likes to take on, not just taking them on, beating them most of the time. What Ishmael can do to revert that kind of occurrence is if he can win this frame and 4 others. Otherwise, today there is a repercussion of him losing $2,000 for another night. White silver. You say Ish is dying again. You're not fair to your guy. Be kind to him. Also, thank you for watching on the YouTube stream. Nicholas Beck saying that Dog City is wonderful today. Tarima Jones saying good boy, referring to Dog City. Thank you for watching on Peter Chove Live YouTube. Coach 254, you are saying goodbye, perhaps speaking to Ish. And Douglas Shabala, you say this game is racing to what it is, race to 21. Magai with Dog City on 20 could win just this one and take home the $2,000. His intent, he's playing like someone hungry for money. He's having 3 yellows on the table. He has each and every chance of winning them and winning them now. For the guy that has a wonderful record against South African players, one of the most adventurous players on the African continent, most especially on the offensive side of the game, wants to roll yellow to the corner pocket right against the rail, with both yellows having to be potted to the same corner pocket, and it's in. Ishmael now knows that this match is gone away from him as Dog City puts the last yellow on the table with the closest distance between white and black, which he'll want to put to the corner pocket bottom left of the screen. He aims and shoots and puts. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in a row, out of 4 matches, Dog City defeats Ishmael. This time quite decisively, with a difference of 5 frames. A match that has been determined with a lot of misfortune from Ishmael, but then a lot of brilliance from Dog City, fighting and defeating Ishmael in the mind game, but also in the body game. We shall need some kind of interview with Dog City. He's not running away without one. Dog City. Dog City. First of all, congratulations, Dog City. First time in a row you are defeating Dog City. Today you are $2,000 richer.
Yeah, thank you so much. The game was tight. The guy is playing a good game. So it wasn't his day, I think so.
Sometimes he scratched, sometimes he snookered himself when he was on the verge of winning. Do you think you were lucky sometimes?
Yeah, of course, to win in everything in this world, you have to be lucky. So I was lucky somewhere. Yeah, but he's a good player.
He has a match against Ibra tonight, but if he says he wants, because he's diehard, he never lets go. If he wants another, are you available?
Yeah, I'm available. But I don't support him to do that. Eh?
You don't support him to face you again?
No. As in to combine players, as in.
Plays from games at the same time.
Yeah,
because it's not favorable for him.
Yeah. It's a big race.
It's a big race.
Yeah. So it's very risky for him to win. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. That was tonight's winner. See you shortly. I don't even know whether I was